Sewage is a general term which includes waste from toilets, baths, showers, sinks, and storm drains, as well as other sources. The first step in our example sewage process is the flushing of a toilet. From there, the sewage makes its way into large pipes which run underground towards nearby sewage plants, beginning the pretreatment phase. The pretreatment phase is designed to remove debris that finds its way into the sewage pipes. The system of pipes is outfitted with bar screens which work out larger solids and grit channels which remove granular materials. In a given area, all pipes lead to one place, the sewage treatment plant. The sewage from San Rafael, Ross Valley, Larkspur, Corte Madera, and portions of Tiburon and Greenbrae makes its way to the Central Marin Sewage Agency, where it is processed for discharge into the San Francisco Bay. When we flush a toilet at Marin Academy, the sewage makes its way directly to the Central Marin Sewage Agency. As it gets to the Central Marin Sewage Agency, chemicals are injected into the sewer pipeline system to reduce corrosion and odors.
Pictured here is a step in the sorting process which works to remove solids that remain in the water after the sewage reaches the treatment plant.
While many of the removable solids that make their way through the sewage treatment process can be reused, for example in fertilizer, the solids that are sorted out by the bar screens and conveyor belts are immediately discarded and are taken away in dumpsters. Much of the sewage treatment process is devoted to sorting out materials from the water. After sorting, the water enters the primary treatment phase. The primary treatment phase begins using clarifier tanks which sink out the heavy solids. Lighter solids remain on the top of the water and are skimmed off the surface.
The teeth in this shot serve to filter out any solids that still remain in the water.
Pictured here is the first step in the secondary treatment process, which makes use of natural bacteria to consume the organic solids that remain in the water after the first sorting phases. The slowly moving arms that you see here spraying water are shooting water through the plastic mats, which have organic and natural bacteria growing on them. As the water makes its way through these plastic mats and through these bacteria, the organic solids that remain in the water are sorted out in a natural way. The aeration tanks are one of the more interesting parts of the sewage treatment process. They release tiny air bubbles from the bottom of the tank to provide air for the microorganisms that work to consume the organic matter that remains in the sewage. The organisms clump together and sink, where they are then removed from the bottom of the tank. The water, however, moves on to the next stage in the treatment process. When water enters the sewage treatment process, it can naturally be assumed to be contaminated with harmful bacteria, as is the nature of sewage. As such, it is essential to disinfect the water to remove potentially harmful bacteria that remain in it. In order to remove these harmful bacteria, the wastewater is disinfected with chlorine. Chlorine contact tanks release a computer-controlled dose of bleach to kill pathogens. Afterwards, the water is tested for chlorine levels and then subsequently dechlorinated before being pumped into the outfall pipe and into the bay. The Central Marin Sewage Agency is able to generate almost all of the energy that it needs. The energy that the plant generates comes from methane gas, excess heat, and the falling water as it is getting ready to be discharged into the San Francisco Bay.
This is the final step of the treatment process, when water is prepared to be discharged into the San Francisco Bay. Thank you.